Welcome back, class 12C. As we discussed in the morning about the simple average method of calculating goodwill, now today we will discuss the weighted average profit method. Now when they took simple average profit method, they realized it is not necessary that for all the years the firm will yield the same profit. Therefore, the latest year will have a higher weightage and the more older year will get a lesser weightage. Let us find out how goodwill is calculated with the help of weighted average profit method. For this, I have taken an example from your exercise book only. This is question number 13 of your book, which says the profit for the past 5 years is 2017, 18, 19, 20 and 21. These are the amounts of profit. And calculate goodwill as per the weighted average profit method on the basis of 3 years purchase. I have told you the concept of 3 years purchase already. Let us start doing this question. Remember, we are doing it with the help of weighted average profit method. So children, we will make a table. First column is for years 2017 to 2021 as the data is given to us in the question. Then the next column is profit. Now these are the profits attained by the firm in respective years. So in 2017 it was 20,000. In 2018 it was 24,000. In 2019 the profit of the same firm was 30,000. In the fourth year, that is 2020, the profit was 25,000, and in the fifth year, which is the latest year 2021, closing 2021 means March 2021, it is 18,000. Now these are the net profits, but in weighted average profit method they say the year which is the oldest, which is the most previous one, 2017, way back, we will give it 1 weightage. The next year will get 2 weightage, third year will get 3 weightage, fourth year will get 4 weightage, and fifth year, that is 2021, will get the maximum weightage, that is 5. How have we appointed this? We have done in order of latest most getting the maximum weightage and the previous most getting the least weightage or importance. Now the product column, which is the fourth column, we will write the product of column number 2 and column number 3. 20,000 into 1 will be 20,000. 24,000 into 2 will be 48,000. Then the third one, 30,000 into 3. So this multiplied by this multiplied by 2, 30,000 multiplied by 3, which is 90,000, and 25,000 into 4, this will become 1 lakh, and 18,000 multiplied by 5, this is 90,000. Now we have the products of all 5 years. We will do a total of the products and we will also do a total of weightage. Let's see how it is done. 20,000 plus 48,000 plus 90,000 plus 1 lakh plus 90,000. This will be 3,48,000 rupees, and the total of weights will be 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, and 10 plus 5 is 15. Now how we will find out the average? The average profit will be, or the weighted average profit will be the product upon the sum of weights, that is 3,48,000 upon 15, which will be 23,200. We will divide simply this sum with the sum of weightage. So this is the average profit or the weighted average profit of the firm. Now let us apply the formula. Because there is shortage of space, I will do it here. Goodwill, according to weighted average profit method, says weighted average profit, which is this 23,200 multiplied by number of year purchase. According to the question, the number of year purchase is 3. So multiplied by number of years purchase. This is 23,200, which is this amount, 3,48,000 upon 15, 23,200 multiplied by 3. What shall be the product? It is 69,600. 23,200 multiplied by 3. This is 69,600. That means the goodwill of the firm is 69,600, and this is your answer. I repeat, for the weighted average profit method, we have to add 2 more steps to the simple average profit. We will assign weights and we will calculate the product. Instead of adding these figures together, we will add the products together and divide it with the sum of weights. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 15. We have got the weighted average profit. Now, this weighted average profit multiplied by number of year purchase, this will be 69,600, which is the goodwill of this firm. The amount of goodwill as per the weighted average profit method. I hope you have understood. Let us move to the next question now. So as you can see on the board, this is next question, question number 14 from your book, which is weighted average profit method with past adjustment. I hope you know the concept of past adjustment, children. We calculate the profit, but we miss out some things. That means the net profit which is calculated, which has already been calculated, it still requires some of the adjustments to be made to it. It is incorrect and it will need further rectifications. So for this, we will first have to find out the past adjustments are putting what type of effect on the net profit. Will the past adjustments increase the net profit, or will the past adjustments reduce the net profit? You already know the concept of adjustment table, what we made in partnership introduction. The same concept will apply here. If you remember, I have shared with you some items which are to be added to the net profit and some items which are to be subtracted from the net profit. We will follow the same concept and try to do this question. If you have those notes with you right now, you can turn them up. So this is question number 14. I read it out for you. Raman and Daman. There are 2 partners. Their profit sharing ratio is given to us. 60:40, or you can say 6:4. And these were the 3 years for which the profits of the firm were given. 2019, they had a profit of 1,40,000. 2020, they had a profit of 1,01,000. And 2021, they had a profit of 1,30,000. Now, as the question progresses, you will find out some adjustments which are to be required. I will read it out for you. The annual accounts have shown the net profit before adjustment of salary. So, here we will make adjustments for salary, because salary is an item of revenue nature, daily nature expenditure, and it should have been taken into PL account. So if salaries were not given, means this net profit is more. It will reduce now. Salaries were to be given in the PL account only, they would have reduced the profit. That means to give for salary or to provide for salary will reduce the amount of net profit. So this is the amount of net profit, and the adjustment that we will do will be subtract the amount of salary. Now here they say they get an annual salary of 50,000 and 40,000. Two partners are there, Raman and Daman, and they are getting salary 50,000 to one person and 40,000 another person. So we have to reduce both these amounts from this net profit. An amount in bracket means this is a amount और this is a figure to be subtracted. जिसको brackets में लिखते हैं उसको minus करना होता है. Now, after this 1,01,000, again in 2020 they have not given, they have not provided for the salary. So what we are going to do? Again we are going to subtract 50,000 plus 40,000, that is in total 90,000 rupees. Again in year 2021 you have to subtract this amount of salary, which is a past adjustment. Now let us find out the actual profit which should have been taken by Raman and Daman. 1,40,000 minus 90,000. This will be 50,000. 1,01,000 minus 90,000. This will be 11,000, and 1,30,000 minus 90,000. This will be 40,000. So instead of these profits, the actual profits of the firm are these. These are the actual net profits of the firm. I'm sorry, you are not required to take a total of this. Then, if these are the profits after adjustment, we will count them as the first column of the table. And the second column is weights or weightage. To 2019, the most previous year, we will provide one weightage. To next year, you will provide two weightage, and to third year, you will provide a weightage of 3, the most latest one. Then we are doing the same thing. The product column, it will be profit after adjustment multiplied by the weights. So 50,000 into 1 will be 50,000 again. 11,000 into 2 will be 22,000, and 40,000 into 3 will be 1,20,000. Now let us find out the sum of these two columns like we had done in the previous question. So 50,000 plus 22,000 plus 1,20,000 will be 1,92,000, and 3 plus 2 plus 1 will be 6. Now your weighted average profit is 1,92,000 divided by 6, which is equal to 32,000 rupees. After that they say calculate the amount of goodwill on the basis of 4-year purchase. Now 32,000 multiplied by 4. This shall be equal to 1,28,000 rupees. 1,28,000 rupees is the amount of goodwill as per the weighted average profit method when past adjustments were also taken into account. So this is your answer. So I hope this weighted average profit method without adjustment and with adjustment is clear to you. We will do one more question, which is settling up the past adjustments on the basis of of simple average method. During the class, we had talked about the calculation of goodwill as per simple average profit method, and we have not taken into consideration past adjustments. Now we will take into consideration past adjustments and we will use the simple average profit method. You can copy this down. Alright children, as I told you, we will now discuss one example of simple average profit method but with past adjustments. The application of formula is almost the same what we did for simple average profit method without adjustment, but only two columns will increase, adjustments and the actual profit or the normal profit you say, which is after the adjustments were made. Now let us see when simple average method is followed, how we do the past adjustment. The question that I have selected is question number 9 from your textbook. Tarang purchased Jyoti's business from 2021 1st April. That means she has provided him the profits for the past 3 years for 2019, for 2020 and for 2021. But for all 3 years, there were some adjustments which were missed out. We will find out what is the effect of these adjustments. Net profit में अगर ये adjustments deal होते तो ये net profit को increase करते या reduce करते, and accordingly we will add or subtract. If there is an adjustment which should increase the profit, which should have increased the profit, then you add that adjustment amount. If there is any adjustment which would have reduced the amount of profit, then you should reduce it here also. The concept of adjustment table will be the same. कोई भी adjustment अगर net profit का amount बढ़ा रहा था, you should have added it. You should add it now also. And अगर use होता वो adjustment, it should have reduced. It would have reduced the amount of net profit. So here also you will reduce the amount. Let us do this question now. For 2019, 20 and 21, the profits before adjustments were 1,25,000, and for the third year, that is for 2021, it is 1,12,500. Now let us find out, let us rectify these profits by doing the adjustments. Let us check out what do they say about 2019. They say this amount includes an abnormal gain of 12,500. Now since an abnormal gain was added, now as per the table which I had shared with you, if there is any abnormal gain which will not be there in the coming years, then you should better subtract it. So this 12,500, which is an abnormal gain, which is not a usual gain for the business, this has to be subtracted from 1 lakh. Next is for the year 2020, the profit was 1,25,000 after charging an abnormal loss. Like an abnormal gain cannot be considered, similarly an abnormal loss should also not be considered. और अगर वो abnormal loss हमने apply किया तो ज़बरदस्ती net profit reduce होगा. So you should have to add back this amount. You are supposed to add back this amount. So what you are going to do is, for the year 2020, you will add back this 25,000. Since this is an abnormal loss, this is not a regular loss for the business, and therefore it should not reduce the net profit. The third one, it says the rupees 1,12,500 excludes 12,500 as an insurance premium on the firm's property now to be insured. Now when this amount is to be insured, then you are supposed to pay for the insurance premium. Therefore, this amount will now be, this 12,500 will now be subtracted from this profit. When you will provide, when you will buy the insurance premium, when you will buy the insurance, when you will pay the insurance premium, then it will be counted as an expense, and then it should be reducing the net profit. Now let us find out the actual profits or the normal profits which were made. 1 lakh minus any abnormal gain, this will bring you the actual net profit, which becomes 1 lakh minus 12,500. This will be 87,500 now for 2019. For the next year, we will add this 25,000 rupees, which will make this amount to be 1,50,000. It will increase the amount because this was an abnormal loss. It should not be reduced. And the third one is, when you provide for the insurance premium, when you will make an expense, it will reduce your amount of profit. So 112,500 minus this, it will be 1 lakh only. Again, we will provide the weights. If this would have been the weighted average method, then we will provide the weight. We will not do this. So the normal profits are available to us, and then we will find out the sum of these amounts. 3,37,500. 3,37,500. I repeat, we will not take the weightage column because this is simple average method. Had this been weighted average method, then you would have added those two columns at the end. This is 3,37,500. So your simple average profit is the average of 3,37,500 upon 1, 2, 3. 3 years are there. So we will divide it with 3. 3,37,500 divided by 3. This will bring you the average profit or the simple average profit, which is 1,12,500. 1,12,500. Now how to find out goodwill? The same old formula. Goodwill is equal to average profit multiplied by number of years purchased. Number of years purchased. So this 1,12,000 multiplied by 2. Here the number of years purchased is 2. 1,12,500 into 2. And the amount becomes 2,25,000. So this is your amount of goodwill, which is for this firm of Taram and Jyoti. So children, kindly practice all the average profit and all the weighted average profit questions from this chapter. See you with the next video in the class. Thank you so much for joining. If there is any other query that you wish to ask, you can ask me now. I'll provide you a little time to copy this down, and please make sure that you practice all the questions till question number 14 in your book with these methods. Thank you.